Imagine like putting a 45-minute intro and go make a grilled cheese. Like, imagine. But yes. So yes, this is a so yes. So yes. First of all, okay, I logged into PvE. Maybe my spec is messed up. I don't really know. PvP build this. Please don't be messed up. Seems about right. Other than that, please be right. Seems yes, it is right. Okay. So yes, let's talk about what happened in the last few days, and let's sit on a chair also. No, I like why? It's a nice chair, but why? Better. So what happened in the last few days? I didn't stream, okay, but I trained a lot my Specter, okay, like really a lot, and we can see that. No, we can't see, but it was something like defeat, And then at some point, some victories. So I kind of like got better, you know. And people I'm playing with, they don't know that I'm feeding. They don't know. They don't. But yes. Also, I learned that when somebody put a target on yourself, it's to humiliate you, bully you, and everything. I learned that also. I think last stream I didn't know that. I remember a few streams ago I said like, why do I have a target on myself? Is it because I'm good? But no, this is because people bully you. Yes. So yes, why am I on a char? This is the question of the day, and why this skin is so good also. So the question of the day, why am I on a char? Because this char is my thief. And my thief is a Specter. Not a Scepter, a Specter, and yes, and it happened that I had a thief, and yeah, and he was a char. And what I could say about chars, like my favorite race is Asura, okay, like 100%. After that, I'd say maybe human. After human, or maybe char. Okay, Azura, let's say char or human. After that, what do you have? Maybe Norn, and after that Sylvari, maybe? How many races are there? And it's really close. Okay, it's not far. I mean, if I put a scale, I'd say like 10 on 10 Asura, Char 9.5 on 10, Human 9.2, Silvery 8.5. Am I missing? Norn, I'd say 8.9, like something like that. It would be the scale. But why am I, like, at some point, like, this is my only char. And it's nice to play a char, but at some point I might, like, delete this char and use a ticket to boost an Asura and make my Asura a Specter Thief. Like, maybe, but... I got a key also, by the way. Let's salvage also. I have so much to say, it's insane. Where is it? Yes, I have lost 8 followers on Twitter, and also I've gained 2 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you very much, people who subscribe on my YouTube. If you're interested in my content, you can go follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/NikiLeet. Yes, it was the little publicity of the stream. Other than that, why am I playing as Specter right now? Because of this. So this is the base of the conversation I'm having with myself right now. Now for the VOD. So basically, okay, let's say... no, this is right there, okay. I need 2 points, okay. So basically, you need to make a thief, let's say. And then you're gonna get your other point right there. Complete 2 profession achievement. And it's gonna be there. It's gonna be 11 on 11. Same thing there, if I'm not mistaken. It's locked because I didn't do the first one, but... either way, I need... from what I know, I need 2 classes. At least. 2 profession, at least. So... unless at some point it says 3, man, it would be really not fun. But... yes, this is why I'm playing a Spectre. Why... okay, I'm gonna tell you the story, VOD. I'm gonna tell you the story. What happened is... what happened, okay? I said on last stream that I needed to do another class and I would do it off stream, okay? So what happened is that I didn't want to play Ranger because, in my opinion, okay, the pet, it's not fun. The pet you play, I just don't like it. I've played World of Warcraft back in the day, so I feel like to be a druid and have a pet. I just dislike the visual, sadly. Yes. So not playing my druid, I don't know, I just dislike it. I don't know why. So the next class which I know most would be my thief, you know, because I've played the thief a bit. So I started this adventure with a Deadeye thief, okay? The adventure started there. Okay, I've played Deadeye in PvP, okay? You one-shot people, but you get one-shot by 2 arrows from a dragon hunter. Basically, this is what's gonna happen. So, I said to myself, I tried the Deadeye a few games, and I said to myself, because yes, it's all about what you want to do, okay? You can play a Deadeye and be really good, okay? It can happen, okay? You can one-shot people all day with your Deadeye. But at this point, I was like, do I want to do it? Do I want to spec a Deadeye and play a lot and become good with the Deadeye? And the answer was no, sadly, but it was really fun to play. But no, sadly. So then I say, okay, I have a thief. What can I do with my thief? What can I do with the thief? And I've always been interested in Specter. Every time I saw a Specter, I was like, seems nice. Seems nice to play Specter. So, yes. I wanted to put that time in the Specter, I did it. I have played 75 games with my Specter. And by the way, the Specter is really a complex character. Really, you have so much potential. But it's not potential equals better, you know? You can play a class which is really simple and you destroy everything. I mean, the Reaper. Reaper is really simple. Really simple. And you can destroy everything and you can cleave, and Spectre is really good, okay? So, and not a Spectre, I mean a Reaper. Did I say Spectre all the time? I mean Reaper. A Reaper is really easy, in my opinion, to play, and you can destroy every single thing. So yes, but the Spectre, the complexity is insane. Like, I'm gonna say this as a joke. It's so complex that when you look at this thing, it doesn't fit on your screen. It's so... it's so complex. I have coffee. It's so complex that it doesn't fit on your screen. Oh my god, this is the funniest thing ever. So, you need to go on the internet to know what's up. Or maybe, did I try this thing right there? I'm gonna say, oh, you didn't try this? Where is it? No, yeah, I mean... You need to go on the web to know what's up. But if you look, you can understand a bit what's happening, okay? It's so funny because I've watched a guide from a guy I follow since forever. The guy is insane. Like, I like his vids, his VODs, really good. I don't recall. He said, if you want to help me, blah blah blah. If you like my content, you can always how's it called? Link. It's not link, but you can always link my content. And the guy is... I like to see... I'm gonna go see on my phone. Because I really like the dude, but I don't think I'm gonna find it either way. Okay, I'm gonna go with like 5 seconds if it's too long. Okay, Specter. Specter support PvP Guild Wars 2. Okay, I'm gonna find the guy. Okay, it's gonna be super fast. The guy is called Vallun, Vallun, and I'm just gonna go see if it's the right guy. think it is, because he deserved the fact that my... Because I tried this build basically, but it was off the chart. It was really old build, but it was good to understand the character, how it works and everything. This guy helped me a lot. I think it's the right guy. Yes, it's the right guy. Yes, it's exactly him. Vallun. The guy, he makes some insane content. If you want to try whatever you want to try, maybe this guy have a build which maybe is not up to date, but you can see how he plays and everything. The guy is like 1600 is level in PvP. It's kind of crazy, but yes. So I watch this guy thing, and the build is off the chart. For me, in my opinion, they should rework the Specter a lot. They should rework the Scourge also. It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough. But at some point, when you try the Specter, it's strong. When you know how to play it, it's strong. You have some stuff that has been removed that would be the core of the build. And it's over, it's not there. You would have something like... I think it was this threat about right there. I think it was maybe this. I think it was that. You would go invisible if you use this thing, I think. Black powder. So it's an... I'm gonna tell you, man, the Spectre is so hard to play. But you need to be invisible almost all the time. This is how it works. Your Spectre can get one shot, like... And not that much, not that one shot as the Deadeye, but, you know. So basically you would do this, I think. Don't quote me, okay? But the thing I'm talking about is that you had one more invisibility skill, which it's over, it disappeared, sadly. And this guy was playing this skill, and it was great. And now it's over. Maybe not the skill, but the threat. Okay, now it's over, it disappeared. I'm not gonna go over my build too much because this is not a build VOD, but you need sustain on your Spectre, and I found it, okay, because you can die really easily. So let's see a bit of sustain. Stealth, teleport, stealth, huge AoE, which you initiate with, and you can use it to move a bit. Sadly, you don't have any other spells, but the guy I linked, I'm gonna link it in my VOD. He plays this, which is great. It's an AoE again, in which you can teleport. They like range of 600. It should be doubled. Like, it's my opinion, at least. I'm criticizing right now. I'm gonna show you the range. This is the range. Like, it should be not doubled, for real, it was a joke. It should be a bit further. Because you can't... as a Spectre, you need to move really a lot. And it's not worth. Like... It's not worth. You're gonna get target, and you're gonna get targeted. You're gonna die. It's not enough. So then... how do you get sustain if your TP wells do not give you sustain? You need stealth a lot, and you can kill somebody with your stealth. You have sustain, you can kill with your stealth. This is the only thing I found. I think my build is pretty optimized. Like when you do a 1v1, because the things that I didn't say it, okay, but I'm not gonna go over the build because it's too long and I'm not good enough, but when you do stealth, you have... it's called an invisibility skill, I think. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna stealth with my T. This, basically, we can't read, but this is really strong. You can... They reworked the Specter quite well, but you can heal your ally for almost 6k, and you can DPS a lot a guy. So if we say you stealth, like, you're getting somewhere. This is the only thing I've found that could give me a bit of sustain, and I've worked around some stuff also. Like this. I'm gonna shoot this. What's up with this? This is the only thing I found also. It's like you're kind of like hunting sustain. I need to drink my coffee. You're missing a lot of sustain on this character. It's insane. But yes, you find it, I'm gonna show you some sustain. This is... I think this is one of the best thing. I just need some Shadow Force. Just gonna show you something really interesting. Okay, let's see, okay? This is really strong. Let's see, okay? I'm gonna show you. Look at that. Protection. It's crazy. Imagine, unless somebody remove your boom, but it's really strong. So this is sustain again. I'm gonna shoot another sustain also. This Rune of the Undead. I've played the Rune of the guy, the build, which is Rune of Ore right there. The thing is that I should maybe make a VOD about the build, but the thing is that with this Rune of Ore, you get 10% maximum HP, and it's synergized with a threat. A threat? Threat, yes. So it's good, but I don't play the threat. So I went for toughness. Condition damage. The threat is... Maybe I'm gonna make a VOD at some point. The threat is about there, I think. Gain expertise based on the percentage of your vitality, and we just saw the rune basically gives you 10% more vitality, so it's synergized with this. Incoming damage from enemies is reduced based on the number of conditions they have. It's really strong also, this thing. Rot, Woolen, Wallow, Venom, inflicts torment for a longer... Yeah, this is really strong. But I went for sustain, so... Guys, I'm not gonna go over the build, I'm just saying stuff about the Specter. So let's go back to my spot. Oh man, the Specter. It's really... For real, it's really fun to play. That's why I made this. That's why I farmed this much. I could have just give up and play something which I could build, like, you just tap 2 buttons and it's over. But no, Spectre support is really fun. But yes, oh yes, I should be really down with DK, yes, quite a lot. I don't know if I'm ready for ranked, I just don't know. Maybe I am for real. I say this quite often. Unranked is sometimes harder than ranked. Like, it's kind of true. Like you go. Let's see a better map. This is a good map. You go on point A and all your team follows you or follows you there. So you're like 5-player capping. It's so funny, and then you lose the game. But yes, in ranked you don't see that. Other thing also, people, they assume I'm gonna get home, sadly. They assume I'm gonna get home, but I get home, it's fine. And I've not been streaming for so much long time. Okay. The thing is that people assume you're gonna get home. The thing is that if you get home, because the thief, they can move a bit more than other characters. So you get home, and when you get to mid, people are kind of like messed up a bit, but since you're a support, you work really well. So it's kind of good to get home. But I feel I shouldn't. Maybe it's good, but maybe I shouldn't be considered as the guy who should get home. But yes, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I shouldn't, like, there are some other characters that should be considered to get home better than me. I mean, more than me. Yes. But yes, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so other than that, I'm gonna go sell. Oh yes, I'm not gonna go over my build, sadly. Maybe I'm gonna do another clip for the build, but I mean, yes. The guy I'm gonna link, he helped me a lot, but the build is, I think it's 1 year old, his VOD, and he's playing like crazy. He's just so good. But yes, you have so much potential with your... And imagine, I learned that. Let's see. Smoke. Arrow. Explode. Explode. Smoke. Kinda nice. So much complexity, it's insane. So yes. So yes, I'm gonna play at some point and you'll see a bit what I'm doing. As a thief, you get one shot basically, so you need... I said it like 12 times, you need sustain. So basically you engage the fight ranged, first of all. You'll see. You'll see. Ranged. Then at some point you initiate with your Y. With your ult, then you go back with your R, but you need to time all your things, because at some point you're gonna get, you'll get no more cooldowns. So you need to time your stuff a lot. It's not like my Scourge. My Scourge, he has so much sustain. It's insane. My Scourge is like a tank. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's so nice to play also. Is it raining? Let's see on my phone. The Scourge, it's something else. No, it's not raining. It's just really hot. So yes. Oh yes, it's a support. Which you need a lot of sustain to work. And the guy, he said, yes, you can play this. Or you can play that. He says you're gonna find your way around. And instead of my T, which give stealth, he uses this. But the problem is that people don't understand that this is a buff. Like, for real. You place your thing there, it's a huge cooldown. And people, they don't care, so it's lost. Sadly. So the T is better. It gives you sustain. And also people know. When you cast this, they know. I'm just gonna cast it in 10 seconds. They know. And they go into it and you can cast. Like, they know. Like, you do this. And you go there, it heals you also. And your stealth, it lasts, wow, for 13 seconds. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. But you need your cooldowns. You need your cooldowns for yourself. Unless you're really good, like the guy who did the build. But let's go for the market. I have a key also, I'm gonna open it in a sec. Let's see this also. Let's go get our gold first of all. I have... it annoys me to see that I have gold that I didn't take. But yes, I might do a VOD about my build, but I'm not like... I didn't play this class for... It's been a while that I've played this class. Do you have a free stuff? No, I don't think so. Outfit. I'd like... No, not on a char. I feel chars are kind of clumsy for real. Like, it's kind of like clumsy. Like, it's not my favorite race. I mean, Azura, I like it better. Like, I always thought... and chars, people are gonna be angry, but I always thought it's kind of clumsy. Isn't it? I don't know. Oops, we have some lag issues. Is it me? Nope. Get some nice sales. Oh yes, my skin, by the way, it's so nice. And I didn't want a backpack, so I basically bought this glider, which I think is pretty nice. Just let's continue the market. We were at whoops, weapon. I am going fast because I know already every single thing. I had a bow in my mind. This one, though, it's too nice for me, and I'm not gonna buy this. Armor. Medium. Yes, I'm going fast because I saw already everything. Like, I'm gonna show you something here. Oops. I'm gonna show you something. Always felt that with the chars. It's kind of like clumsy. Oh yes, this skin. So nice. I mean, is it clumsy? I mean... It's so funny. I don't know. There's some skins that are better than others. We were at armor, I think.
Refreshing.
But yes, chars have always been really epic class. Like, it's an insane class. But I feel... Wow, you see the scarf? I like better as Shura. And a lot of... like, human also, maybe. But chars... Like... I'm on the... I'm almost deleting this char, but I like this skin, and it's nice to play a char once in a while, so maybe not gonna delete the char. Like, it's always been like that, the chars, but it's kind of nice. This is the point, you know. Look at the chair, it's nice. kind of nice. It's really simple chair. Looking pretty good, you know. Use the promotions, what's up?
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
I already got my name change contract also, by the way. I'm ready. Change the name. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. The char. I have no clue. It's so funny. A few days ago, you know, I'm full-time Guild Wars, you know, so I wake up. I got a name for the char in my head, so I take my phone and I write the name on the phone to not forget it in the morning. And I wrote, boy, hey boy. This is what I wrote. This is kind of it's kind of funny. Hey boy, hey. Also, back in the day, I wanted to do electronic music, and sometimes I wake up at night with an ID for a song. So I take the phone and I record my ID. It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I record my ID on the phone, and I listen in the morning, and it's like, you know, really funny. Okay, about that. The promotion, what's up? Nothing really good for me right now, I think. Not right now. So yes. Pretty much about it, I think. I'm kind of scared to do ranked. I'm scared. Also, the title, it says my rank. This is kind of not good. Not my rank, but my level. Because if you go about there, you get Reaper, it's gonna unlock Miss Walker, and Miss Walker is gonna unlock Legendary Champion. So we kind of know like how much time people spend in PvP. So, but yes, kind of weird. It's better that than a weird name, I guess. Weird. Like, let's see, I don't know. I don't know. Coffee. But yes, other than that, oh yes, I have buffs to put on. Man, I've played Deadeye and I was so bad. It's crazy. I was feeding like crazy. Also, when you go stealth, let's see this guy. Let's do a real example. This guy. Funny thing, I'm learning. Like, I'm not done learning with this character. Funny thing, you go stealth. You need to do this. Go like in the back. Because this guy is gonna go forward. Because he thinks you're gonna back off. So he thinks you're gonna stealth and back off and go, let's say there. He knows. So you need to do the other way. So you need to go forward and put some distance this way, and the guy is gonna go there. He's gonna go forward this way. So there's a lot of stuff like that that I need to learn, and like I'm not done learning with this character. I'm really not done. My Scourge, I'd say I'm like 90%, 95% of learning. This guy, I'd say like 60%, like just enough so I can stream today. No, I got a key. Okay, I got a key. Oh yes, also instead of pistol you can play, is it dagger? I think it is. Yes, it is dagger. And if we can read, where is it? Build dagger. If we can read a bit, yes, this one we can read. It's like it. Is it AoE? It is. Is it? Radius. But there's no radius on enemy target, I think. I tried this, it's not CC enough, it's not working. So pistol. Pistol. And the thing is that about this character, it's... I don't know the character 100%. And I've played 75 games, so it's like a few days. And I still, because I just can't read, sadly. But I know the bases, like I know that my tree, like we can read a bit, not that much, but I know the tree is gonna immobilize and then slow and torment on an enemy. This I know it, but it's like learned, but there is some stuff we can't read, so... Like, does an AoE this thing? There's no way. There's no way it does an AoE. I've played quite a lot and I didn't see any AoE. Let's see. There's no AoE, there's no way. I don't see an AoE. I don't see an AoE. And if you do it on a friend, this is gonna AoE this guy. Now you see the... I think you see it. Let's try again. Yes, it does. I never saw the AoE on the enemy target. Oh, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Radius. And yes, unless radius means... No, it doesn't. I would have said means range, but it's not the case. Oh yes, I found a way to read. You... it's so funny, they should have fixed this like years ago. Basically you do this and you put your mouse, so it's kind of like... So you kind of see stuff. Like, I kind of know what it does. I know that it does torment really a lot. I know it does barrier a lot. Like, I know that. It's nice to play a char, but I also dislike it. I know that this is gonna immobilize, and then you do this, and it's gonna slow and torment. Like this I know. Also, I was watching the VOD of the guy, and he says, do your 5 of 10. I saw that when I'm doing a 1v1, let's say this guy. I do my 5. And during this time, which is like, what, 2 seconds or 3? 2.25 seconds, like the guy is blind. He's blinded. So it's kind of big. Losing frames. Nice. So yes, it's kind of big to blind. But they should buff, man, the Specter. They should. They should. For real, they should. They should buff Scourge, they should buff Specter. But it's kind of good. It's kind of good, but they need to rework just a bit. They need to put more stealth. But yes, I kind of like went. Oh yes, also like there's so much stuff. You target this guy. You do. I don't have an enemy target. Like my X is gonna AoE on this character. There's so much stuff. It's crazy. I mean, Specter. If you want to go Specter at some point, it's really hard. Really, really hard. It's not like Reaper or something else. But yes, it's really nice to play. Let's see my ranking right now. It should be really low. Yes, kind of really low. But yes, I think I've said pretty much everything that has been said. Then I'm gonna play, and maybe I'm gonna play good or bad. I don't really know. Man, when I was feeding, learning my character, like I just hide the chat. People are so toxic, it's insane. So yes, man, on rank, like you try your stuff on a dummy, and then you do unranked, and then you do rank. I mean, this is how it works, you know. Oh yes, also I've learned that when some people is raising, you do that. So basically, minus 33% heal effectiveness. It's kind of crazy. There's so much stuff I've learned. It's crazy. Oh man, I'm gonna do unranked. But yes, I feel like if I delete my char, at some point I'm gonna need to make another char. So I'm not gonna delete it, but I'd like to play an Azura instead. But, you know. Chars are nice, just that. Just that, I mean, just... I just, you know. But yes. At some point I was trying to find an answer that is gonna illuminate everybody. Like, the chars should, like, run faster instead of a raptor. It should, like, jump higher instead of a mount. It should... No, it doesn't work. It's not gonna happen. What class was it in World of Warcraft? Thing... How's it called? I have the name in French, but not in English. It's called a loup-garou. A werewolf. So they said, if I recall correctly, they said like instead of a mount, I'm gonna make the guy run faster. Kind of interesting. Gonna looking on Twitter right now. Man, I've lost like 8 bot followers. Imagine. Imagine. Other than that, I got a key. After that, we just start, I guess. I'm gonna do unranked a lot, then maybe ranked. Because at some point, like, you could kind of like cap in unranked. It says coffee. 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 Okay, restroom, open the key, and then we continue the adventure. BRB. But like, yes, for real, in terms of complexity, I'd say like it's 3 times more complex than my Scourge. But you know, it's not because more complex that it's better. I mean, pretty sure there is some character like for the Reaper, like it's just need to lend your stuff and it's over. And talking about stuff, I've lost like it's so crazy. I've lost that's why ranked is easier. I've lost like some games that it's kind of crazy. I play, let's say, with the Reaper, and the Reaper he jumps 1v5, and I'm not even there. I can't even. I'm not there. So the guy he dies, and then everybody's doing the same thing. It's kind of yes. This is why you play. This is why you play ranked, and this is why also. It was so funny. There was a guy. We lost the game, okay, because this is unranked. I mean, you lose every time, like. And he says like he's mad, like and somebody says go play ranked and then cry in ranked, and he says like no, unranked is the same thing as ranked. I mean, this is the definition of PvP, blah blah blah. Like, the argument, man. Imagine. Okay, it's open. I'm gonna get a skin which is worth 200 gold.
You can never have too much treasure.
What is this? What is it? What is this? This is something you can get something good and something bad. Is there something nice? Longbow. A sword.
Up for a challenge?
Is it nice? Okay, let's open it.
You can never have too much treasure.
Okay. This? What is this? Oh yes, this is 12 something like 20,000 skins. Let's get something nice. Finish your golem. It's kind of nice. Is it rare or something? Is it something rare? I don't think so. I don't know. But chars, I always felt they're like epic. It's an epic class. I feel like it's really epic. But I always felt it was kind of clumsy. But you know. But I mean, people might say the same thing with other races. They enjoy less. Maybe. As soon as the keys have been done, the key has been done. So let's unrank a bit and maybe rank. Maybe. Coffee. Maybe. Did I show you something? I don't think I showed it. Yes, it's about, where is it? Win 5 ranked matches as a thief. What am I doing? Complete 2 profession achievement. So then I up this. And I get this, the Thread of Battle, and then I go there and I'm gonna get the thing sacrifice, and then I'm gonna go there, and then a moment of I'm gonna go there and yes. But chars always have been nice. It's just clumsy a bit. That's why I kind of like Azura better. But yes. So let's. I don't know if I'm gonna do unranked all day or ranked. I don't really know. But let's like warm up first of all. Same thing, man, with my Necromancer. I was like. I was kind of like. Not really willing to do ranked, and then at some point. Oh, let's do like Silent Thing Storm. Thing also is people assume I'm gonna get home, but to do a 1v1 it's so hard. So what I do basically, maybe I try the 1v1 or I just leave and I go B middle, and then they rotate and we do a big fight mid, and then we go why am I targeted?
Strong.
Back in the day, I thought it was because you were good. So people were like, "Hey, I'm gonna target because he's good." No, it's not. Or I thought it was the enemy which targeted you or something like that. But yes, let's go play.
The match starts soon. Projector, activate.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Kill them all.
This sort of stuff only happens in unranked. It's so funny.
You've got the temple. You control the gate.
Okay, it's not happening. Nope, it's not happening.
Your enemy has the temple now.
No live. Go to the dark.
You've captured the altar.
Okay, let's just... They're pushing way too far.
Refreshing.
Your enemy seized the altar. You've got the tempo!
Okay. I don't see my
You've captured
teammates.
the altar! Bring that one down! Buster! Assistant! You control the gate!
This is dead, man. Home is dead. Let's go far. Maybe also there.
Stillness has appeared. You've captured the altar!
Structural integrity compromised.
Attack my target! You've got the tempo! Strong! I appreciate it.
The trick also with Specter is to play relax. It's not the same thing as Reaper. You need
Your
to chill.
enemy has the
You
tempo
need like. Are we gonna go? No. Yes, the trick I found is just to chill. You just relax. Do your stuff.
Attack my target! Kill them all!
That's how amazing I am.
Do your stuff, man. You chill.
Even that was great. Pain everywhere.
Alright, let's go to the point, I guess.
Regression.
Man, I can't target. Also res, like... I'm dead.
You've got the tempo!
Beep, 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 beep.
Tranquility has appeared.
Yes, he chilled. Basically, like this was a mess up, okay, because my cooldowns were off. Because as first of all, I initiate with a teleport, so I've lost my teleport. I would have lived if I didn't waste my teleport. Like this is pretty simple mathematics. I mean,
You have all 3 points. Hold them at all costs. Buster.
can I shoot a 1v1? I don't know if I have help right now, but this is a 1v1. Did I have help during this fight? 1v1 use all your stealth cooldown, like every single
Attack
one.
my target.
Thanks for sharing.
Your team is victorious.
My minion.
Kind of hungry, but I just ate. It's so funny. The fun is right there.
You must visit more often.
I never understood the alcohol consuming thing. I guess it's... I don't understand. Yeah, I just... I just don't understand. Yeah, so on a one, I don't know if I had support on this 1v1, but you play, you chill, basically. This is the spec. You chill, you do your stuff. When stuff is good, things are done. Use all your cooldown, you win the fight. If you chill, if you chill enough, you win the fight. If you don't chill enough, you lose the fight. Ah, coffee. Man, Capricorn. Or Coliseum, doesn't matter. Yes, I initiate the other fight with my R. So this is loss. This is a how was it called? Sustain. Sustain skill. If you don't have it when you need it, you're dead.
The match starts soon.
Is it gonna open? I hope. Okay.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn. Attack my target.
Clumsy start, but we're in unranked, so you need to do your clumsy stuff in unranked.
The dock's been captured. They've taken the bazaar from you. Your enemy took the archway. lost the dock.
Thanks for sharing.
Also, I need to use my Z before I use my 1. Like, this is really important.
The dock's been captured.
Okay.
Go to the dock. I'm wounded.
Teeth.
Your enemy took the archway. Be ready to give the signal and return fire. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
There. Target identified.
Little boost. Can't keep a good charge now.
Your enemy took the archway. Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
All my cooldowns are used right now, so you need to like take this into matter. I mean, is this the word?
The bazaar is yours.
There. Target identified.
Do of your own destruction. Eat that. Moving.
So disposable. I've got the target.
There's no need to chase, in my opinion.
You've taken the archway. They've taken the bazaar from you. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
There. Target identified.
Moving.
There.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Your enemy took the archway. Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
There. Target identified.
Your soul is mine! I ring your bell.
Ready for action. Go to the dark.
There. Target identified.
The guy says, so funny, he says like, what are you doing on mid, blah blah blah, and somebody answers, we're fighting on mid. The truth, man. Like, what should we do instead of fighting mid when I think the bell wasn't even there? Like, it's called capping mid.
You've
You know?
taken the archway.
Let's go support this warrior.
I'm hurting here.
There. Target identified.
Your enemy took the archway. Be ready to give the signal. and
Like, right
return
now we
fire
need the
once
bell like
cannons are loaded.
100%.
The bazaar is yours.
But it's 20 seconds, so.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Red team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
No, we bell and we win a few team fights. No, not bell. We did
They've
bell
taken
and then
the bazaar
huh?
from you.
we get mid
You've taken the archway.
and we win some team fights and it's over. This is what I meant.
The dock's been captured. You're welcome. Your team is victorious.
Oh, I forgot to put my boost.
The spirits of the wild welcome.
Oh yes, also I got like I got a no, the key is done. I got these. Which I don't know if I should get, like I have 3 right now. If I should get skins or a miscore fragment, which I don't know if. Gift of competitive. I think I got it already, no? Gift of competitive prosperity. Where is it? Gift of competitive. Maybe it's not in the achievements also.
Never leave a wrong to right
Gift
it.
of... My ceiling is cracking. Gift of competitive... I did it already, I think. Gift of competitive... I would need to watch the clip. I don't really know. This maybe? I'm so not focused enough to do this. Like, really not. So I'm just gonna pile them up. This is what I'm gonna do. Pile them up and don't use them. Coffee? What are you doing, middle? Like we are like picking flowers. This is what we're doing. We're making a spreadsheet of mathematics to know the chances of a dinosaur to spawn on B. This is what we're doing. I mean the chances are really small, but it can happen, you know. Might happen. A dinosaur spawns out of nowhere. Imagine we're talking about a portal, like just the spawn of the portal. The chances are so slim, it's insane. And then we have the chances of a dinosaur, like we're talking about a dinosaur which is formed, you know, an adult dinosaur. So the dinosaur needs like to be elsewhere before and grow up before taking the portal which is gonna spawn, but the chances are so slim. So this is what we're doing on B basically. Okay, I need to first of all a buff and then maybe ranked. Not now, but just a few more games, and maybe ranked. We're talking about chances of a dinosaur spawning right there on B. The guy yesterday, a daredevil, he says, I'm gonna go home. Then he doesn't go home, and he says joke, and he's going on B. Like, the thing is that if we do a 5 on B, we win B, and we win the team fight, so we can go home again, so it doesn't matter if we go home first or after B, you know. Before, I mean. Before or after B. But we need to get it at some point, this is just the thing.
The match starts soon.
Oh, our thief is not... Please, thief, don't make me.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn.
I'm so stressed to do ranked. It's insane. Why is that?
The dock's been captured. They've taken the bazaar from you. You've taken the archway. Strong. Force. You're welcome.
I neither here nor there.
Now I'm off cooldowns and I'm attacking a plant, man.
The bazaar is yours.
And this dude. Where is he?
Buster. They've taken the bazaar from you. Kill them all.
Ready, willing, and able.
The dock's been captured. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Too late.
Protect me.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Good night. Refreshing. The bazaar is
The
yours.
thief is really annoying. He knows. He knows what's happening.
I'm bleeding.
He knows. He knows. I tried to do the trick, like you vanish and then you go forward instead of backward. Didn't work. He knows. He knew. He knew I was doing that.
Your enemy took the archway.
I were or I was. You can still put pressure mid for fun, but yes.
The dock's been captured.
A gift from the shadows.
Be over here.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
The dragon waits.
You've taken the archway.
too late.
You've lost the dock. Need more endurance. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. The bazaar is yours. Your enemy took the archway. Strong. The dock's been captured. Cannons
dead.
loaded. Ring the
Am I?
bell to signal them to fire. Red team, ring the bell. Fire all
back.
cannons.
The thief is really annoying. He knows. I think I said that 20 times.
You've lost the dock. You've taken the archway.
I wonder how many thieves they have. Maybe 2.
Can't remember my orders. Your enemy took the archway. The dock's been captured. Pressure. Armored up. The bazaar is yours.
I'm fading fast.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. You've lost the dock. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. The dock's been captured.
Nice.
Your team is victorious.
Do I do ranked? Do I restroom also? Do I make coffee? Do I... 7. This is the last time making coffee if I want to.
The spirits of the wild welcome.
That looks valuable.
Keep restroom, coffee, then we ranked. It's gonna be good. And I think we start silver. Silver 2. I need to do ranked because I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna DK to 0. And then it's gonna be fun. Like, it's just to break the ice, which is not fun. But yes. Okay, I'm gonna coffee, restroom, and back. And then we do ranked.
Spirits of the wild.
Yes. Man, name change. Ah, I want to see something. No. How could I call my... If I don't delete them? I mean, I might delete... I mean, chars... I mean, like... I don't know. Like... Chars are really nice, but I always thought... And the story, man. The story, it's so good. My story, this is so good. Like, chars are nice. It's just that... It's not my favorite character race. But it's just a question of, everything I'm doing right now is recorded. It's not on the char. It's not on this character what I'm doing. What I'm doing is recorded in PvP, so... Oh, yes, and I was... let's see. Let's make... So I'm 3 games... before even... Ends on 24 July. Man, I'm kind of like stressed. What's happening with me? Oh yes, back in the day I was saying I when I'm streaming I don't have adrenaline when I do PvP ranked. Man, imagine. It's been so long. What's up with my things? I guess... So technically, let's just go back a bit. Complete 2 profession. 2 profession. Where is it? Should be this? Man, win 30 ranked games, ranked matches. Yeah, I really need to... Wow, it's gonna take a while. It's nice. I guess everything's gonna unlock when I'm gonna do the first part. Then everything's gonna unlock really fast, I think. But yes, we'll see. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Click, click. Let's play well. I mean, I'm stressed. Kind of strange. Also, when I do unranked, sometimes I'm pumped. Like, not today at least, but maybe yesterday. But it's good to have that because I guess you play better. Maybe not. I've read, I think I said it already, but I've read that putting students under pressure, students under pressure in an exam, it makes like mathematically more. The students make more mistakes, and some students make less mistakes, so it's not even. So yeah. Forest. I feel a loss, but forest, man. Forest is forest. Please, I want a thief. Should I ask for home or maybe not? Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe we'll see. Doesn't matter. Like I said, doesn't matter because if we're 5 on keep, we're gonna win the fight and go back home. Home.
The match starts soon.
Okay, let's play. Let's play good. What I do sometimes, I just wait like 1 second to see where people are going.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
I thought we were red, imagine. This guy is, how's it called, roaming? Taking a
Got the
look.
target.
You've seized the henge. The keep's been lost. Your enemy took the mine. Stay in the fight. Refreshing. Spawniers return.
Got the target.
Refreshing. Can't breathe. Welcome. You've taken the mine. That is good. Kill them all. They took the henge. The keep is yours. Your enemy took the mine. A gift from the shadows.
I could, I can, maybe not. Nope. better to lose B than losing the boss.
The keep's been lost. They took the henge.
This doesn't it.
This is crazy.
Breathe. Your enemy took the mine.
All better.
You've seized the henge.
There's no way, man. This guy's DPS, it's insane.
You've taken
I'm
the
gonna keep
mine.
my friend alive.
Pressure.
Receive the light.
The keep's been lost. Strong.
There is this guy who does like way too much DPS. It's crazy. It's just like, how you say that? Unbearable.
Svanir's return. You've seized the henge.
Let's go, Necromancer.
A gift from the shadows.
Got the target.
Feel so.
Restarting the fight.
You've taken the mine. The chieftain has returned. Strong. Buster. Kill 'em all. Fall into shadows.
Well done.
I've got the target.
I don't have any teleport to get to this guy.
Refreshing.
Oh.
You've taken the mine.
Got the target.
Obstructed.
Ready for more.
ghost.
Need to move out.
They took the henge.
Nice. Nice. We're gonna heal just in case we get this game.
You've seized the henge. Svanir's return. Your enemy took the
Got
mine.
the target.
A gift from the shadows.
Death stalks me.
By chance, my ult didn't work. Wow, one shot. Dragon Hunter, right? This guy, man. Dragon Hunter. I hope we don't lose this. It's kind of close to be lost.
The keep's been lost. You've seized the henge.
We need one dead, and we got it.
Your team is victorious.
Nice. Ooh.
The chieftain has returned.
Ranked. Ranked.
You can never have too much treasure.
Up for a challenge?
Let's like chill just a bit. Oh man. What a game. So I got effective rating, skill rating. It's kind of close to, yes, it's really close to gold 2. What happened also with my, with this thief recruit, and what was it? Oh yes, okay. And when this is gonna be achieved, this is gonna do the same thing with this, I think. And then this is gonna be done, and then we move to, yes. Imagine doing all the classes. Let's drink coffee. Hey, this is super racist, the guy. This is a block, isn't it? Water. Coffee. Water. Hey man, I've watched these days, not that much, just some clips on YouTube. How was it called? King of Hill? King of the Hill? In French is Henri pis sa gang, but you know. And when I was a kid, okay, this thing was classified 18 years old plus, okay? But I never understood why. And by rewatching clips and stuff, I should put my ranking also, by the way. By watching clips of King of the Hill, I understand why it's 18 plus. It's because it's the subjects are 18 plus. This is just why. And as a kid, you don't understand the depth of the subject, which are always talked about in this cartoon series. And the fight we just did, the game we just did, like, we're getting pursued. We are in the pursuit. Like, we're getting chased. And the guy he called in the chat, he says, "Home now! Like, everybody home!" And then we're like all home, and then we do the fight. And that's crazy. Now home! But the Dragon Hunter, oh. Crazy. I'm wasting my buff right now, but I want to chill just a bit. It's funny, the King of the Hill, Bobby, who kick boys under the belt to win like some argument, and like when I was a kid, I saw that and I was like, oh, this is funny, but it's not, man. There's so much depth to the subject, like it's quite insane. That's why it's 18 plus. But as a kid, you don't understand. I'd like to watch more of that. But the thing is that with a cartoon series, you never know when to start the series. Let's say The Simpsons. If you start watching episode 1 of 1, like, it's gonna be like really early, you know, in term of graphics, not graphics, but you know, cartoon style and stuff like that. And even then, you're not gonna find it funny or fun to watch. So you need to start at season 20,064, like, to see some jokes which are up to date and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to start watching those cartoons. Coffee? Can I drink my coffee, please? It's really hot. Please, coffee. And the game I just did.
Obfuscate,
Okay,
disorient,
to what?
confuse.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Bad game or good game, I don't care. Man, it's so overwhelming. I don't know why. Man, a few days ago, it was really like... And maybe... I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't play rank since really a long time. say South Park, like the first season and stuff like that, it's just worse than the new ones. I mean, not worse, the word I want to say, but this is the only word I found. Man, Jin is so complicated. Full fire, like you win or you lose. Capricorn, like I just did a few games, so let's Jin. Full fire, I've seen some terrible losses and good wins. It's never middle. It's always, okay, Jin. It's always really bad or really good. Does that mean he's gonna go home? Does that mean... Oh, we're red. I thought we were blue. Same thing happened last game. Why is my character glitching?
The match starts soon! Hold on to your points, seize theirs.
Attack my target!
The plaza is lost. You've secured the pier.
Justice, courage, assault! Attack my target!
You've taken the market.
Kill them all!
Attack my target!
You've secured the pier. I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I should maybe heal just in case.
The plaza is yours.
Yes, I should.
My arena awaits.
Go to the top.
Prove your worth and gain my favor.
This is a nice bait.
You've secured the pier. The plaza is lost.
Attack my target! ancient mountain.
You'll live.
You can't stop me!
A thousand storms.
Should... No. Just need to heal and recharge my cooldowns.
Little boost.
You've secured the pier!
You're welcome.
You can't keep a good man down.
Back in fighting.
Ancient mountain.
The plaza is yours! You've secured the pier!
What did he say? Somebody's saying something. What? Ah, he's okay. He's just mad at me. I need my friend there.
You'll live.
Attack my target.
The plaza is lost!
Okay, what's happening right now? We got a warrior far. I don't know what to do.
Swift stream.
Armor up. I'll need your shot.
Attack my target.
You'll live. Pressure. I feel so vulnerable. Armored up.
You've secured the pier!
Please don't. Why? Okay, we're all gonna die for nothing because of they're pushing way too much. Yeah, I mean, man.
I'm bleeding.
Like, okay, we're winning right now, I guess, but like he pushed. Was it two of them or one of them? They pushed way too much. That was clearly a loss. Like, you need to back off a bit, go home maybe. I'm gonna need to go middle because. Okay, they're fine.
You've secured the pier!
Can't breathe. Attack my target.
Some healing.
Should
You've
far.
taken the market.
Busted.
Hard above all.
Refreshing. Can't remember my orders.
Like, chars are nice, I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice to play a char. But, you know,
The
you know,
plaza is yours.
not my favorite. But it's really nice, like, you feel the
Your
power.
team is victorious.
The power of the char, you feel it. I almost gold 2. How much am I right now? 86.
That looks valuable.
I wonder if I change my name, what I'm gonna call myself. Hey boy, what was it? Where's my phone? Right there. I woke up middle of the night and I'm like, where is it? Middle of the night, am I? Hey boy, hey boy. Nice name. I'm sure somebody's already called Hey boy. Man, I'm gonna be gold 2, and also I said a few days ago that gold 2 I would be really satisfied. Oh, I need to put, where is it? Miss Walker. It's not that much, man. It's like, 9... about 15... No, it's way more than that. Okay, I thought that, okay, it's a lot. It's really a lot. A lot of points. Let's just chill a bit. I feel pressure because it's another character. It's not my Scourge. Scourge, I know the character like my pocket, you know, the bottom of my pocket. This is what we say in French. Whatever it's called. Le fond de ma poche. Yes, we know. I know somebody like le fond de ma poche. Yes, not gonna lie, chars are really nice to play. They're nice, everything, but you know. Ah, what is this one? Nice. Nice also. This is kind of nice also. But I'm just criticizing the skins, which are kind of goofy, but you can have some really nice skins. Maybe I'm gonna show you. There must be somewhere. Like this is really nice. Like you get yeah you or this man. You can have some really crazy stuff. Like it's the shoulders. Maybe I can get some shoulders somewhere. Look at that. Okay, you feel the char when you're a char.
The spirits of the wild welcome.
I'd like to see the... I'd like to see the... I need to change my title thing also. Just a sec. I'm gonna change screen just to do it better. Okay, that's kind of fine. I would need to change other things, but I'm just too lazy. Okay, coffee, then we go again. I'm gonna hit gold 2 pretty soon.
You must visit more often. Up for a challenge?
Yeah, sorry. Being plat, man. Being platinum. Just being platinum. That would be like something. Gold 2, I feel it's fine. I feel okay in this place. Gold 1, not really, but... Am I half right now? Let's see. Am I even? Oh, just about even. I just need to win one more game and I'm even.
The spirits of the wild welcome. Up for a challenge?
Man, talking about nothing since I'm waiting a bit. I think I said it last stream. I've tried fish in my diet. I don't know if I like it or not. So yes. Also, I've tried meat. But yes, I'm not gonna go into this because there is a lot of argument and a lot of stuff to debate, but I wonder. Fish? Last time I was at the grocery store and I was like, oh man, it was so expensive, it's crazy. But I was like, I was looking at sushi and I was like, do I go into sushi? Do I buy sushi today? Finally not, but I feel like when I eat fish, I'm way less hungry than when I'm eating only plants and stuff like that. Okay, let's go. So imagine the argument, which is you eat less, so you consume less by eating animals. I mean, imagine the argument. It would be like a 20-page argument. Even more than that. So funny, man. You do this argument in a philosophy class. I mean, people are gonna be screaming. It's so funny. Let's leave Q a sec. Like, I was in my philosophy class, and the teacher, he says, they were arguing. He said last semester, they were arguing about the death penalty thing, death row, death penalty. And there was two guys in the class that were arguing, like screaming, and they were almost jumping into each other. Imagine. And the teacher said, I like your arguments like these, man. This is really interesting. This is why I teach and everything like that. And he said, this semester, I hope you people are gonna argue because this is the point of the class. And I was like, no, not gonna happen. I mean, when you argue, you need to be flawless to say your point. You know, it's not because their point is good or bad or whatever. You need to support your point. Funny, I was watching a guy who argue on Twitch, and he had his sheet of paper with counter argument to each argument the other party could say. Basically, it's kind of crazy. So he had this sheet of paper of counter argument, man. Kind of crazy. Yes. It's all good maps this time. I mean, Faux Fire is so like, I've lost some games like crazy in Faux Fire. Like, I feel weak when I see some people legendary champion and I'm like Reaper. It's too late, but I would take my title off.
The match starts soon.
Imagine being a legendary champion.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn. You've lost the dock. The bazaar is yours.
I'm just gonna go this way because I'm gonna get a sandwich mid.
Reinforcements requested. Your enemy took the archway.
Armored up. A gift from the shadows.
It's lost.
You can't keep a good man down.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
Strong. Kill them all. A gift from the shadows.
Dude.
The bazaar is yours. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Faster.
Justice, courage, resolve.
They've taken the bazaar from you. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Oh, it's lost, man. We need some backup. I'm not gonna go in and lose.
Stay in the fight. A gift from the shadows.
The bazaar is yours.
Hard.
We're all gonna die for nothing in displacements and so.
Your enemy took the archway.
It burns. Strong.
Nice. Oh, he got a second breath, I think, something like that.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
But at least the RGL are fun players. I mean, they say like he says basically messed up mid, and also that it was a good effort, and now he says good try, blah blah blah, and he says that there were 3 at home, so it was kind of lost. So he said that also. So yes, I hate that when I throw my arrow, it does that. You need some backup. You need some backup home. You need some backup home. You need
Your
no
enemy
backup,
took the
no home.
archway.
Though it doesn't really matter.
You're welcome. Go to the dark.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
I can't, but it just doesn't matter. People are playing what they think is a good play, I guess. Like like what I just did right there, it was really bad, but you know.
Suppression.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Buster.
Nice. So, yes, people, I guess, they do what they think is a good play. I guess this is how it works. But I don't understand why pushing that far without backup. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like the guy who was top, he was on the hill top, whatever it's called, top of the stairs, and he dies there. But of course, you're gonna die. You're alone vs versus like something like 3 players. Of course, you're gonna die. I mean, it's 8. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go. Do I make? Oh no, 8. I don't make coffee. 8. Okay, restroom, then I close the shades, and then I open this die, and we go. Yes, but for real, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I'm gonna show you an example, okay? This is me right there, okay? I'm backed off, and I play well, okay? Because I always play well, you know? I'm just kidding. Okay, so, the guy is, like, right there, and he's fighting. He's alone. He's alone. He's just alone. And funny thing, people were really good players in this game as a nitpick, you know. The guy who died, he says, "Lol, thank you for trying." Like, yes, you died alone. We tried. Like, yes, it's fine. Operation Rescue was the real effort there. Yes, it was. Yes, it's fine. Yes. And then he says 3v1 at home. Like, this is a good call. Yes. And then he says, once again, good try. Yes. 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 Okay, BRB. I like people like that. It's constructive. It's good. BRB restroom, and then I open the die. Imagine, and then we continue. Yes. Yes, I like that we lost it, but people were in a good luck, have fun attitude, so it's nice. Instead of like crying and saying that this guy initiate for nothing, like instead of saying stuff like that, they're just saying thank you, blah blah blah. For real, man, like, yeah, I find it so interesting to see. It's the same thing. It's in Smite, I think. Smite, the game. Like sometimes you have like Zobek. Let's say Zobek is like a crocodile which initiate, and basically his team is no. Let's say his team is not behind. His team is like pretty far. Let's say Zobek is like. Let's say Zobek is like here, okay, and his team is right there. And Zobek initiates, and he dies. And since the support is dead, the game is lost, you know. So it's pretty much the same thing with, let's say a spell breaker. It's called, I think. Like the guy. His team is about there, us, and he is fighting about there, let's say. Like it's lost also. Gonna die 1v5. We need to do careful initiate, and I can ult also. And when my ult goes off, man, we can win the team fight. Just with that, but I need to put it at the right time also. Sometimes also you ult for nothing, and this is good. Because you make the enemy rotate. So it's good. I'd like to see his mount. Kinda crazy. I found it really beautiful, humans on mounts. Like, Char. Char. Meow, meow, meow. Okay.
Oh, traveler.
Just my personal opinion. So yes, personal opinion. But I mean, I like to play a char. You feel the strength and the when you play. Okay, water, and we go. Where I'm at right now? But yes, it's not about the tank. It's about... I mean, it's about the play. Like sometimes, like I'm support, and if my ult it goes well, it's game changing, you know. But I'm support. Or let's say a Reaper, if he freezes well, gonna be game like the play is gonna be game changing. But you need to play, you need to do a nice play. I've seen some Reapers, I'm like, oh my god, like I've seen some Reapers that play really well. And some other that, no, they don't play really well. I'm talking Reaper because I have a Necromancer. So. Forest or Djinn? Oh, Temple. I wonder. I just maybe I'm gonna delete that chart either way,
The match
but
starts soon.
I was like, I wonder how I'm gonna call my character. I wonder if I should go home. Let's just wait a bit for people.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
We got an AFK.
You've seized the henge. Your enemy took the mine.
Okay. Man, can I please?
The keep's been lost. Svanier's return.
Nice. By chance, my ult didn't go off.
Structural integrity compromised.
You'll live.
Everybody's dying.
Keep is yours.
So funny. Can initiate. Like that, yes.
Your enemy took the mine.
Kill them all.
Back off.
Go to the dark.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is what I don't know.
Here's where things get hard.
Okay, so I just need backup and everything's gonna go well. It's crazy.
Armored up.
Your enemy took the
Kill
mine.
them all. That's good. Refreshing.
The keep is yours.
I'm just warming up.
Svanir's return. You've seized the henge.
Temperature normal.
Back in fighting condition. Refreshing. A gift from the shadows.
Dodge this.
Nice play.
Structural
The keep is yours. The chieftain has returned.
I need 3 seconds and then I initiate.
Refreshing.
The keep's been lost.
Blade storm.
Faster. Refreshing. Armored up.
This game, man.
You're welcome.
I feel like everybody is all over the place, even myself. I feel this is what's happening right now.
Your enemy took the mine. The keep is yours.
Strong.
The keep's been lost.
That had to hurt.
Now it's on.
Refreshing. I'm wounded.
Svanir's return.
Kill them all.
I thought my HP was up, but it wasn't.
Ancient mountain.
Armored up.
1v2.
The chieftain has returned.
My leg. My strength can breathe.
The keep is yours.
Did we? No, we're blue, right? We lost. So what I got? I got trees. That's pretty good. My opinion, offense, revive, healing. That's pretty much my build. Maybe not offense, but
Pillage.
Spirits of the wild welcome. Up for a challenge.
the documents is so cute. It, so goofy. I don't know, man. People all over the place, so I'm all over the place. So this is what happens. Like, when does like? Am I always complaining? It's not complaint. It's criticizing, right? Like I am. Where is it? Forest. Okay, I am about right there. Because we need to take mid. Okay, I'm about right there. And I see a guy initiating about there. 1v2, I think. So I'm there. And there is a 1v1 there. So I'm there. What do I do, man? So I go there maybe to take a look. The guy is dead. He just died. So I'm backing off a bit. I back off. The whole team is following me. And then we just lose. Like... You need to chill, you know? You need to chill. Just chill and everything's gonna be fine. No, but it's true, isn't it? I don't know, like people all over the place. This game is pretty weird. 60, we need 40 points. Then we're gold 2. How many games? I won 2 games, so I need 3 more. We can do forest again. Forest again it is. Like my build is not my build, but my I'm at my best when I am backed off, and my team is at front. Like this is my best situation, but I can also do other stuff. But
The match starts soon.
I'm not gonna be at my best, you know.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
You'll melt away.
You're welcome.
You've taken the mine. They took the henge.
Fall into shadows. Repression.
I'm stuck.
The keep's been lost. Svanir's return. You've seized the henge.
Repression.
Oh boy.
Need more endurance. My leg.
What do I do now?
They took the henge.
Oh my god, this is like. Oh my god. I'm not doing this map again, like, for today. They're coming back home. Oh, it's gonna be a festival.
You'll live.
At least they know that we shouldn't be home. At least this is happening.
You've seized the henge.
Back off a bit so we can be on point.
Extreme temperature time.
I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry in a corner. I'm going to cry in a corner. Let's criticize again, like... Is it happening home right now or it's not happening?
Kill them all.
You've taken the mine. They took the henge.
You won't escape!
Faster.
Hurts, doesn't it?
The chieftain has returned.
Kill them all.
Go, go, go. Is it this one that happened or not? Svanir?
Svanir's return.
We should be doing this. No, okay. Not doing this. Let's not do the boss. Let's do something else.
Refreshing. Get back here.
Like normally I would go
The
boss,
keep is
but I
yours.
can't since I am too weak to go do a 1v1. Like this necromancer, which is... Okay, I should go with the necromancer. Maybe not also.
I'll teach you shot. Refreshing.
Okay.
You're welcome.
The keep's been lost.
It's a festival!
Go to the dark.
Justice, courage, resolve. Honor is free!
Imagine the guy, he has 0 badges and he's complaining all the game. So do I continue or I don't continue for today? Today's a stream. Oh, let's open a die. I said I would open a die and they didn't open a die. Fresh green.
Good hunting.
Do I could continue. Another one which is not forest, please. Is imagine I came complaining. I was not that much complaining, but no, but for real, like it was pretty intense. Like the guy, it was a festival. They were playing so well. The enemy team. They were like coordinated, man. They knew what to do. A festival, man. They see us on home. They go there 5 and they destroy the place. That's so funny. Okay, last one. Okay, oh maybe not. Because if I lose in the next one, I'm gonna be really turned off. So I shouldn't. Okay. So basically, do I do another one or I end the stream? What time is it? 8. It's just 8:30. Normally I would take a break, but I don't take breaks anymore.
Ho, traveler.
Okay, next one, okay? If it's a lose, I end the stream. If it's a win, we'll see. If it's forest, I mean, we need to win. Like, if we don't win forest. Like, I'm kind of really triggered right now.
Good hunting.
It needs to not be forest. Please. Imagine I have no badge and I complain. Imagine. Imagine. What is it? There's a guy saying weird stuff. They're talking about ramen and peanut butter. What? What in the what? Okay, let's have a good game. Like a good Coliseum, a good one, not a bad one. Yes, but for real, it's kind of triggering. You go, like for real, they were really playing well. It's insane. Like you go in and you see like everybody, like I mean, like they playing like 5x5. They go home, they camp home. So we have to rotate mid because we're gonna die again and again and again and again home. So we rotate a bit mid, and then like we explode basically. They're exploding us. You have no like Oh, and I think this is this game. Somebody like said, "Don't go far." We were getting really stump home. Oh, there's a guy saying a thing, and he says, "Is it normal if you play support, you are top kills, top damage, defense, etc. But you still lose?" This is what he says. I want to see an answer to that.
You must visit more often.
We need one win to be even for the night. And tomorrow, I might have my dentist appointment because yes. So if I have it, man, I'm gonna be really late. So might not even stream tomorrow. Because I have an appointment in September, but it's too far. I mean, I need like right now dentist. At least this week. We are what, Tuesday? Or maybe we'll see. I'm gonna talk to her on the phone. Maybe they're gonna take me right there. We'll see. I need a picture, a radio thing picture. To see. Because the thing is that let's do temple. Things that my jaw hurts, like it's my whole jaw, like it's kind of bad. So yes, please be a good full fire, not a bad one, because I'm gonna go cry in the shower. But I think I know why and what it is, but I need some treatment for this. I mean, so like tomorrow I'm gonna call and I'm gonna ask if they can take me on the spot or in the week, on this week, I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure on the picture, on the image picture, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be nothing. But I need some treatment for the jaw. But I don't think I have something which is gonna be on the picture. But we'll see, I just need to know.
Starts soon.
I'm gonna go home. Unless somebody is going home.
Hold on to your points.
Strong.
Seize theirs.
Let's see their planning.
You lost the waterfall. You've captured the quarry.
Armored up.
You've lost the quarry.
Shake it. Hero destruction.
Nice, I play really well.
The waterfall is yours.
No, it's not. I need to quit being toxic. That would be really good. He says regroup
Capture
mid,
the
so
quarry.
I'm like, yes, let's regroup mid. When I'm not toxic, I'm just like saying stuff which is toxic.
You lost the waterfall. You've lost the quarry.
Pressure. Fall into shadows.
I got the target.
Armored with pressure.
The waterfall is yours.
A gift from the shadows. Tell me you saw that.
You've captured the quarry.
What does that mean, pinging like that?
You've taken the graveyard. You lost the waterfall.
A gift from the shadows. Target identified. Pressure. Go to the dark. Rest. I'm bleeding.
lost the quarry.
Suppose for comfort.
So funny. He says, why y'all why y'all disappeared from
You
mid?
lost the graveyard.
Like, yes, 100% in this. I mean,
You've captured the
oh
quarry.
man, I need to read this after the game. This is good content. Good chatting content, man. And the fact that I don't.
You've lost the quarry.
Target identified. Armored up. Back and
You've
fight
taken the
again.
graveyard.
Why do I have my bow?
Welcome.
You've captured the quarry.
Receive the light. Eat pain.
Target identified. Movement.
You lost the waterfall.
Good night.
Barriers. Back on my feet. Stand your ground.
You've lost the quarry. The waterfall is yours.
It burns. I'll lead your shadow. You're welcome.
Torment is my ally.
I'm doing my best. My best from my experience with the character. What did I miss? Because I had no HP, so what did I do to have no HP like that? This is the question of the year. I need to go heal the druid.
Barely.
Did we just win this game? For real?
That's your team is victorious.
Daily participator is done also. Ah. Who was the guy with the content? Okay. Daily is done.
That looks valuable.
What's up then? Ah yes, my achievements. Daily. Daily. What is? No, it doesn't matter. It's not that. Yeah, I need to do a daily of PvP. Where is it? It's not there. Clearly not there. Where is the daily PvP? I had the daily PvP somewhere which I needed to do. Must be right there. Each day I need to play. So it's done, I think. Daily, I saw it. Must be done. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna end the stream on this win, which was really incredible. Other than that, yes, tomorrow I might. Yes, you guys on YouTube can always come to my Twitch channel, which is Nikilite. Twitch.tv/Nikilite. Yes. Did I say it? Thanks for the subs on YouTube and also on Twitch. I think I got some followers. Yes. But yes, yes. So yes, tomorrow I might be late or not. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is always like that, you know. So yes, I'm gonna end the stream right there. I need to go eat my supper, and you know, I try to do better schedule. So I feel like it's pretty fine, this schedule. Then I'm gonna farm off stream. I need also to not sleep. I need to sleep early today. More early, so tomorrow I wake up more early so I can do my IRL stuff, like dentist, which like, let's do a story time. No, I'm just kidding. For real, it's my jaw, so I just needed like to know what's up, you know. I'm gonna take it, like, I'm gonna call them tomorrow. Maybe they're gonna take me on the spot, or maybe on the week. We'll see. Like, I'm pretty sure the picture is gonna be nothing. Pretty sure there's gonna be nothing at all. But we'll see. I need to see this, and also I need their treatment for the jaw. Like my jaw is really like. Yes, it's not fun. Okay, so yes, so tomorrow is gonna be that. I'm gonna call them. We'll see what's up. I have also groceries to do, stuff like that. So I might stream, might not stream. If I do not stream, I'm gonna push ranked also. After this stream, also I'm gonna push ranked. And yes, so yes. So see you maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Have a good night.